Organics is something that I think I was always attracted to. I love nature growing up. But I think it hit me quite a lot when I started becoming aware of the amount of non-communicable diseases around us, losing people to cancer, losing people to other entities. Then I started looking and reading about it, and I realized that the amount of chemicals we put in our food and a lot of things that we eat, the fried foods that everybody loves. Most of the time we don't know what preservatives, what colors, what is in it. And then I started taking a lot more interest in having clean food available for our people. And when we started building Friend, our office about 10 years ago, I decided that we will do a lot of trials on organics. And for about 10-12 years, we haven't used any chemicals in our compound, and we continue to trial and grow organic. And we know it can be done. It grows beautiful food. It was a great learning experience for me, but also a great lesson for people around us. And we know that we can produce clean food and hopefully reduce the NCDs and the health challenges that our communities in Fiji and the Pacific are facing at the moment. Now, leadership is something that, no, I never actually aspired to become a leader. But what I realized over time is when you take ownership of something, you naturally start to embrace the issue more and more, research more, take more and more responsibility, and then leadership just grows. So one of the things when we talk about biases, I think when we hear the word agriculture, we often think that men have been doing farming, and there's a bias against women. But if you look at throughout the Pacific, it's the mothers, it's the women who have been focused on their backyard gardens, growing clean food, doing shopping, cooking food, and they have taken responsibility for a lot of food that is grown around them. And there are many women in the region who actually have been doing commercial farming as well. And one of the ways to break that, and we've often seen even in agriculture spaces, when the agriculture officers talk, they seem to be addressing men only, even though we find that women do so much of the agriculture work. To break the bias, it was important for me to trial it myself. So when I started trialing it, I could speak from a point of knowledge and experience. And that really helped push me into a space where I could talk to them about things that I had an inner experience with, and it was easier to be taken more seriously. And over time, we've been able to work with agriculture officers and been working on policy matters as well. I can't say that I can give advice to the next generation of women, because each generation has their own challenges and their own experiences. And only from my experience, I can share that for any generation of women, to look after our health, to take charge of the society we want to live in, is really our own responsibility. Yes, we need to do policy and advocacy and work with policymakers to make things that we want to happen at different levels. But really the change starts with us. And encourage each other. Whatever we learn, if we can share as much as possible, because then we collectively can develop that society, that clean food society that we all deserve to live with. And for our generations, our younger people, we are leaving a society that's clean environmentally. For me, organics is also about sustainable management of soil, making sure our oceans are clean, making sure our foods are clean. So the children that we leave in this world, we're leaving them a clean world and clean food for their own health and sustainability. And each one of us can take that step towards that. And to all of you, I would wish you a very happy International Women's Day.